Go on YouTube, see if you see it on YouTube. Live. It's supposed to be on YouTube live.
Oh, yeah, I ain't ready to get
Oh, thanks.
because of mine.
No, I said thanks.
No strings attached. I keep my foot up on their neck, apply pressure to the max. They told me I'll make it fall. They told me I'll make it fall. They told me I'll make it fall. I'm just driving out the car. I need 100 grand large. Free my homies out of bars. They told me I'll make it fall. I'm just driving out the car.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabari Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. And on this episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show, we got catching up to do. A lot going on. Lots been busy. Fresh Bar Sports Show. Got plenty of sports updates to get into, and my birthday weekend coming up, so you know, got to throw that in there. My birthday coming up on Saturday the 4th, so you know, celebrating life. So happy birthday to myself, and you know, just gonna celebrate another year of living. So thank God for that. But thank you to all my guests that I had, and I had especially hot fitting Women's History Month, even though two of the guests took place last month, but I had 3 female guests back to back on the show. So I would like to thank Jordan Patton, and I would like to thank Miss Marissa, and I would like to thank Destiny Big Des Oliver, so for coming on the show, supporting, and yeah, just having some fun with me, talking about sports, talking about their sports background, talking about things that's going on in the sports world, and just having a good time, chopping it up on the show, and you know, getting to know each other and things like that. So appreciate all the guests coming on. As you can see, Fresh Bar Sports Show, we're not playing around. You know, we busy, we doing things, we outside, we moving and grooving, and yeah, just blessed. So Fresh Bar Sports Show, you know, we're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. You know, we just getting warm, and much more is in store. Like I said, 2023 and beyond, I ain't playing around. So be on the lookout for just more good things going on. And by the way, as you can see on the screen, April 15th, Saturday, 5 p.m., Fresh Bar Sports Show, first ever live annual live audience show. Me and the panel of guests. Got Fatima up there. Got Coco Chantel up there, and my guy, shout out to the Plus Podcast, Los up there, and my performers, the 3 performers, Nassan J, and we got Jody Blow. Shout out to Jody Blow Music on the intro, and then we got Cosbury. So it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be good down at the Bonding Ground Gym. Make sure you pull up, and it's definitely gonna be special events. Shout out to my guy Dude Jones and the Sports Shooting Stars and everything going on with them. Blessings and blessings. Dude Jones Sports Shooting Stars will definitely be filming it on live TV and on the YouTube channel. So it's definitely gonna be on live TV as well. The Fresh Bar Sports Show live audience show, you know, on the White Rose community channel. So shout out to Sports Shooting Stars for that. It's gonna be a great event, something unique, something different for the area. You know, we're getting closer to that time. About 6 weeks away now, so it's gonna be great. Also, make sure you get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can look it up, Fresh Bar Sports Show, live show, Eventbrite. So get your tickets. All right, now let's get into the show. We got a show to get into. Wow, this is gonna be. I'm in a good mood. Genuinely, I'm in a good mood. But the Lakers is really trying to damper it. I'm just being real. I'm the biggest Lakers fan. Everybody know that. The Lakers is trying to put a damper on my mood to the fullest. I'm not liking what's going on here. I'm really not. Oh, by the way, I need to throw this because I definitely would like to, talk to somebody about about this even more. Even though I already have. Shout out to Big Des. We was talking about it yesterday, so I'm going to go more more expansively right now. Obviously, it's just me today. But feel free if you want to chime in on this or any topics that's to come. We're definitely going to address the Lakers situation right now. But call in 717-846-5067 to the Fresh Sports Show. Lakers. I said it yesterday on the Fresh Sports Show, live on the Instagram, on the show. I let it be known. Y'all heard it first yesterday, and I reiterate it again today. This is before, I already said it yesterday before everything got confirmed about how long LeBron James is going to be out. LeBron James is going to be out minimum 3 weeks. Come back in 3 weeks just to be evaluated, just to see how long, much more he's going to be out, because he's not going to be coming back to play within those 3 weeks. So he's going to be out at least a month, bare minimum, if not the rest of the regular season, therefore the season being over. But I already know all these things yesterday. I said the Lakers is not going to make the playoffs this year. They not. It got confirmed to me yesterday now hindsight 2020, Lakers won yesterday. We understand that, but you're missing my point. Got 21 games left in the season, 21 games left in the season, 21 at the time. AD want to take a night off, foot injury, low management type of deal. Because my thing is, you want to win a championship, leave the championship to the side. You want to get into the playoffs to have an opportunity to win a championship. And with 4 games under 500, there's 21 games left. Like, come on, we already did the math. And I said this before the All-Star break. We needed to go on a 10-0 run. 10 games in a row, winning streak, to really genuinely have a chance to make the playoffs. Why I say that? Because obviously we winning. Other teams is not going to be losing all these other games, so we got to just consistently win in a row. At least bare minimum 10 games straight, if not more. So that's where I was at with it. Y'all know I know what I'm seeing out there, and I'm not liking it. And then, not to go back on this, because we already spoke about it last week. We spoke about it last week about the Russell Westbrook trade and how I felt about that. I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't want to continue to ruin my mood. I'm already digging in the Lakers, behind so much of it as it is right now. So I already beat them up last week about the Russell Westbrook trade, and we y'all know my feelings about that. No, I don't want Russell Westbrook to be traded. I wanted the Russell Westbrook to stay as a Laker. No, I didn't wish success for the Clippers, but I wish success for Russell Westbrook. The Clippers happen to win the championship. Obviously, with my man Russell Westbrook starting and finishing the game, I'm super happy. No, I would not be happy the Clippers winning the championship and Russell Westbrook having no parts. That's not what I'm going for. So I guess y'all catch my drift. Wherever Russell Westbrook going, playing, and contributing, I'm going to be happy for him, and simultaneously still be a Lakers fan. So that's that's where it's at. But my whole biggest gripe with the Lakers right here, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Now LeBron James got an injury; he's legitimate hurt. But you gonna go talk? You was hurt, really? I guess one of your foot, the left foot was bothering him at the time, before the All-Star break. It wasn't no big deal, but you got hurt in the All-Star game, which your finger got caught up in the rim. So you sat out the rest of the All-Star game. We understand that. We're gonna talk about the All-Star weekend in its entirety, because I know I had guests and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure we clear where I stand with that. Y'all already know I didn't like what took place this past All-Star weekend, but I'm a big fan of the NBA All-Star weekend. Those are my highlights of the year. That's my favorite time of the year, as far as sports-wise. But LeBron James saying that these 23 games is the most important 23 games of his career, and he know he's hobbling. And besides the hobbling, I know he's good to be doing the taking nights off because I need a break. So that's why was the point I was saying. LeBron James saying that he didn't. LeBron James saying that these next 23 games, at the time during our All-Star break, that these next 23 games is the most important games of his career. Knowing daggone well he's not going to be playing in all 23 of those games. Lucky you see him for 20 of those games. You lucky we see him for 17 of those games. At this point, we lucky we see him for 2 of the games. LeBron James is not coming back the rest of the regular season. I mean, I know we made some moves and made some things happen at the trade deadline, but come on, we are dug ourselves in the hole. Maybe if we was already in the hole that we was in, maybe we could have started off at 500-0-0, everything being even Steven. But we was already 4 games. I mean, it was 4 or 5 games under 500 at the time. So that means 3 games under 500 currently. But so no, without LeBron James, we're not gonna make the playoffs. Especially, I'm thankful Shaq called him out and let it be known respectfully. Because there ain't no disrespect behind it because we just know what your eyes tell you. Anthony Davidson fell off. Like, what's going on here? He's being respectful about it because I would like to be respectful about it and let him be known. I'm not saying, Fresh Bar Sports Show, one of my sayings that's underrated, but it's true. But y'all know I love saying it because I definitely say it often. I need to see a high level of wanting more from my superstars. I need my superstars to display, and quite frankly, truly, I believe all the players can play like this. That's if you want it more. I mean, that's if you want it badly. Obviously, that's what I'm talking about, high level of wanting it more. Because you got to go out there and want it. Go be that dog. Go out there and dominate. Stop appearing to be like nonchalant or too fragile. No, dominate. Put your body on them. Take them up with you. Take the foul. Body them down in the paint. Do your thing. Occasionally take them out for 3. Do it like that. Get back into the paint and pound them on it. Occasionally take them off the dribble. And hit them when it moves. But emphasis on pounding them in the paint and being dominant. Making sure you're getting the ball, demanding the ball, all that. Yeah, so I don't like what's going on. It really breaks my heart, like truly, genuinely, because I know Lakers not making the playoffs this year. Like, I knew that. I knew that last night. In the afternoon, get the little message and notification. AD taking off the night for the foot injury. Come on now. And we need these games. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. And LeBron's out hurt. And you hurt. The D'Angelo kid, he's hurt. Man. And y'all traded Russell Westbrook knowing he's going to be healthy, he's going to be there available, and the D'Angelo get hurt. And he's not playing that much defense like that. I mean, definitely not playing like good defense, but probably just doing bare minimum, if that. And it's not it's not like he's just a part of a big 3. Basically, essentially almost just another guy out there. Not like an average player, obviously above average, but definitely easily replaceable. And ain't nothing that. Okay, you want to say he's a better 3-point shooter than Russ. Yeah, we clearly understand that. But truly, he's not doing nothing else really better than Russ. Okay, you may say he's keeping the turnovers down because he don't have the ball in his hands as much as Russ. I got it. Maybe Russ is that point guard. Obviously, he gonna need the ball in his hands more so than anything other than this 6'4" point guard that don't mind being a catch and shooter. Spot up shooter if need be. Not saying D'Angelo can't handle the ball or nothing like that, but obviously LeBron James going to want the ball and dishing it out to the players. But no LeBron, no AD, no D'Angelo. So now it wasn't like a crazy squad that we had early in the season when we had AD, LeBron, and Russ, sit out, and probably Pat Bev was sitting out, and Lonnie Walker and a couple other players sit out. It's not that bad. We obviously, got the Vanderbilt and Beasley and all, and we got some respectable players in Mo Bamba and all that. Obviously, Lonnie Walker was out there. Austin Reeves was doing his thing. Then it's just smoother. So all that stuff was good for us. Also, I wanted to mention. Lakers, we lost one OKC game, 123-117. Now I didn't give it the score. Since we already talked about the players, just give a couple players stats since I got it here. I wanted to make sure I got the score in there for last night's one against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dennis, he had 26.6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. I was liking that. Austin Reeves and Troy Brown, both had 19 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block each. Troy Brown had two blocks. OKC getting 22 points. Williams 24 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Now our Lakers, next 2 games, it's going to be taking place Friday against the Timberwolves, and then we got that Sunday day game against the Warriors. Can we get these 2 dubs in a row? I'm talking about these 2 W's in a row. We need that. So let's keep the winning streak going on. I guess you could call one game winning streak, but we 20 games left. I mean, can we win 17, 18 out of them? I mean, because we so many games under 500. Like you have to go on a streak like that. I mean, it's essential. It's a must. Lakers, can we do better? We gotta do better. I'm not trying to beat my team up too much, but I just don't see it. I don't see it, and y'all know y'all rubbed me the wrong way by letting my man Russ go. So I'm not gonna be upset too much because I said it last week. Y'all did it to yourselves, and y'all wanted to do this, so y'all deserve everything bad that's gonna come. Y'all wanna let my man Russ go, and he playing the hardest in the room? Don't let guys go like that. And now that Pat Bev situation is interesting. Not saying he ain't playing hard, but man, I tell you. He ain't as effective as he would like to be leading on to believe. I mean, he's just another guy out there, essentially. Of course, I'm not saying he's not giving great effort, and especially on the defensive side. But other than that, I mean, he still be getting torched on the defensive side. It's not like he's holding these guys down to less than their averages or like that, because he definitely was not doing none of that. These guards was definitely still going off on him. And I know people get out of character, don't normally, they need a Snickers bar or something because they're not normally themselves when they playing in the Lakers. Playing for the Lakers organization and all the, the pressure that comes with it, and then obviously being LeBron James teammates and, on top of the whole Lakers situation. So it's definitely a whole lot of pressure that, either going to make the diamonds or burst the pipes. Just however you want to. However you handle all that pressure, use that to fuel you to motivate you to push you to succeed and be great, or obviously you're going to run a high. But it just depends on how you choose it. But especially being part of Laker Nation fan base and everything like that, like we have a standard over there, and we ain't accepting nothing less of that. We know about winning championships, and we know. Obviously, that we feel, we know what it takes, and we seeing things that's not looking good. Lakers is going to call it out and not be trying to attend the games out there in LA. So, because out there they got plenty of better things to do. Not saying the Lakers game ain't good, but the Lakers ain't gonna be winning. The LA Hollywood, show, movie, whatever, the beach, and you name it, all the restaurants going shopping. The list goes on and on. All right, we're going to recap. I'm going to talk about the other games that took place last night. We're going to recap those games and talk about that. Yeah, I know the biggest stories of my Lakers always. We're going to get to the Kevin Durant making his season debut. Well, not his debut with the Suns, returning from injury. Newly traded Kevin Durant to for the Suns. They played last night, had a good game and stuff like that. But we're gonna address that after run through a couple more different little notes. I got some news going on. Just want to shed some highlights on different things that's going on across the sports world. Also, after I just did my opening monologue on my Lakers, I give another shout out to my sponsors. You need fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand. Need fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand. Definitely get all my custom clothes for Cash Baby Clothing Brand. Also, you need an event plan to go to Wild Production Events. And you need a bakery, go to Dinaria Delights. Also, not no sponsor, but I support my man because he's definitely giving back to the community and to the fullest and true way. Shout out to my guy Jalen Rose Leadership Academy. Gotta support my guy always. It was pioneering this giving back to the community game for real. And you can look up how he doing all that stuff over there in Detroit area. Michigan, and what he got going on with his Jalen Rose Leadership Academy. Definitely always going to support him every chance I get. I got a couple other merch of the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy because that's a big thing, big dope. And obviously, LeBron James, he got his school, everything like that. But I know what's going on. That was recently. Even Jalen Rose, he been doing this for a long shot. Was it obviously for too much public consumption? Not saying he ain't talk about it here and there publicly, but he's just obviously LeBron James is much bigger, so everything that he do is gonna move the needle. But Jalen Rose and we know other players got Dikembe Mutombo got hospitals on that stuff, and we got David Robinson got school. We know people done this before, but I just Jalen Rose, I like Jalen Rose, that's my guy. We in the sports media, all that likewise. So just want to shout out my guy Jalen Rose for what he's doing. Quick little no baseball season is back. MLB season is officially back. Not the regular season. They're just doing spring training, but just want to let you know it's back. It's back. Also, golf PGA Tour making some changes. No cuts in smaller fields to compete with Live Golf being on the CW network, so obviously they're gonna be local, nationally channel, and definitely in America, and stealing some of their viewerships from the PGA Tour. So they're just trying to do things to spice it up a little bit, especially I guess since they banned, especially I ain't no guess I have definitely since they banned some of the players that's playing for the Live Golf. They shouldn't. It shouldn't make no difference. You should just let them play. We already talked about that when that was going on. Also, I really wasn't trying to talk about this too much because what I saw was nothing special. It looked like two people clearly not. I'm not gonna say they didn't know what they was doing, but if you thought you was going to see like a beautiful boxing match or like a beautiful fight or just something that was, and you don't want to be disrespectful and name them other great champions that we have in our day, but we just thought we was just going to see pretty much like a great showcase fight, and that looked like two people that clearly are inexperienced at the professional boxing level. Between Tommy Fury and Jake Paul fight that took place this last Saturday, and Tommy Fury, brother of Tyson Fury, the younger brother, he won by a split decision. So my thing is just the fight. I'm not gonna say it wasn't entertaining, because obviously there's plenty of fights that wasn't entertaining. I mean, you got the celebrity girls boxing and stuff, and girls, I don't know what that was, but. Y'all can look it up. The celebrity boxing between the girls, and the other girl was just on the stool and just gave up and fell down. But that's what I had guessing. And before discussing the boxing and the celebrity boxing, and they understand it's a great marketing thing, and just a great way for boxers to know they can put on shows themselves and don't necessarily have to go through the boxing promoters and things like that. They can be their own promoters and run their own, do whatever they need to do to run their own, not necessarily their show, but their their pay-per-view event that they want to do for whatever company or brand that they're going to be having, whatever sponsorship stuff that they work with out that on their own. You just doing all that stuff on your own, being independent essentially. But they both got work to do. Definitely glad Jake Paul lost, and but it still ain't shut him up. I mean, he's still, he happy, he got money, got the millions out of it, and he's happy, which just seems like that's kind of like really Only thing he's worried about. And I'm not even saying I mean, we all love money. We all love money. Ain't nothing knocking it. But he's just seems like he's just caught up in being an entertainer. And then he lose fights or whatever. Obviously, he was trying to pick and choose fighters that he was fighting so strategically because he was never fighting no boxers. I'm fighting athletes and I'm fighting MMA fighters and stuff. You're not fighting nobody that's, skill set and learning the same things that, you're not have to be on the same level, but the muscle memory and just knowing, knowing that you have like what it takes, knowing you have experience in the ring. You know how the end ring game works. So he was not going up against those guys until he went to get somebody like Tommy Fury, and then you see what that turned into. A 50-50 split basically. So hey, but he continued to work at this game and be true to what he's doing. He should have, I guess, somewhat of a decent run. I don't know, how many great fighters he's going to be fighting, but I think he's going to learn a lesson for this and come back, a little bit stronger. But I don't think he's going to fight somebody that's on a stronger level. He probably going to come back stronger and fight somebody that's on the same level so he can appear to be, looking so superior. But I just think that he's just too far behind the 8-ball. The more he goes up, the more, tough the competition is going to be, and I just don't, if they would be in a position to go up, to be fighting for a title, if he don't get it knocked out by some, be out of title contention from another guy on this coming up time. So hey, whatever happens for him, but obviously Tommy Fury, he got that bloodline, so we ain't got to worry about that, and he's true to the boxing thing on top of that, so he's definitely going to be around. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously Jake Paul, just such an entertainer, you never know with him. Also, when transition back to the NBA, want to congratulate ATL Hawks naming Quinn Snyder as the new head coach. Now Trae Young, come on now, step up the game. You need to step up the game. It's all on you for real. It's all on you. I mean, Deontay Murray can definitely step up and help him out on a consistently better level than he's been doing. I'm talking consistently. I'm not saying he ain't having his games. He's going to have the game, but I see he's definitely not being consistent with it. His game is definitely not consistent with the impact on it. So that's what I've been noticing because, I've been paying attention to my ATL Hawks. Trae Young, he's going to have to step it up. Yeah, they can feel some type of way. They pay you $200+ million and fire two black head coaches. Prior to you on your third coach now, they feel like they did everything they could capitulate to you, and they really just mad because they gave you the $200+ million. But I mean, you had to pay him. ATL, you had to do that. You had to keep him. And so what? Okay, if he's not going to be the number one, you would thought Murray was coming in to be like a 1A, but he's clearly number 2. So maybe you need to bring in another a 1. Make a big splash move. Get rid of Collins. Get rid of you don't want to say the young rookie AJ Griffin, and you don't want to say Hunter, but I'll get rid of Hunter. I'll get rid of Collins, them draft picks, and get a superstar. Get something real nice, or make sure you sign another go-getter, bucket go-getter in the offseason. But they're going to have to get a 3-man scoring tandem that could consistently score because Murray's been up and down with the scoring. And Collins, man, he's more so on the negative side. I mean, not the negative side. He's more so on the other side of 10 than being on the other side of 11. In any games, he's not averaging too much. He's on the off. I mean, as far as points, because he gonna get rebounds and stuff like that. But points, they need a true consistent another scorer. They can be good. Because Trae Young be going off still. Regardless of everybody having a bad game, regardless of the situation, Trae Young is definitely having decent games, putting up his numbers. And not saying that's everything, but Trae Young's going. What I'm saying, I'm using that to say Trae Young is going to ball out and show up and do what he do. He needs somebody to consistently do the same thing, because Trae Young will be going off for 40-something, and he got nobody coming along for 30-something. See what I'm saying? So just work with him, help him out a little bit. But yeah, but it's gonna be interesting because they got rid of 2 coaches because of Trae Young, and they're not going to get rid of a 3rd coach. I don't believe so. I think they'll which is be the most blasphemous thing they could have do in the ATL, and how everything that Trae Young meant for that culture. But I don't see no way you could trade Trae Young, even if the situation don't work out. Maybe you have to get a 4th coach, but I just don't see how. I understand the Hawks knows how much Trae Young means to the city. I just can't see them doing that because they tapped in with their city and their culture, so they understand he's so much. Obviously, he's from Oklahoma, but ATL, they adopted him, and they for just from the fans' perspective, he just feels like ATL to them, So can't wait to see they can make the playoff push. This back half of the season, and it's gonna get real interesting to see if Snyder helps turn the ship around, because they definitely wasn't doing nothing but just hovering, just being 500. They was playing 500 ball, and the East is a little different. You're gonna need more than 500 wins to get in the playoffs. Just hovering around 500 just to get in the playoffs. That's not gonna work. East, because a lot of competition is the West. The other competition is like in the West, but the East, they having good records. They having good regular season records. I give it to them on that. This was crazy. Because I had to address all the important stuff in the college matter. That's why I didn't even, we addressed it on the show yesterday. And I wanted to just have a little funny moment with the college kids. Well, I mean, with just the college level. A game that, a game that the men's basketball team won. The coach and the referee was staring down, like literally 3 feet apart from each other. The coach got mad because the ref called a call that he didn't, and then I forgot what call happened at that particular time. What preluded that, but it was just weird. The coach was just staring at the referee, just like, yeah, I'm just staring at you. And the ref gonna take like 2 steps in, like, okay, we're gonna have a staring competition. And they were just doing it like that. I said, now, what is going on here? And, that team ended up going on to win the basketball game. Also, I didn't get to throw my notes in about the Padres and third baseman Manny Machado agreed for an 11-year, $350 million contract extension for him to stay with the Padres, i.e. Padres. Judge rules in favor of current assistant coach, defensive coach for the Vikings, Brian Flores, grants him, I guess, permission, saying that he can press discrimination charges against the NFL and 3 teams in the court, as the NFL wanted to take this to arbitration. They judge ruled that this is going to court. Y'all not going to NFL try to. Now we just going to handle it in their house. We're going to handle it in their house. We're going to pick somebody to go over this and decide whether it's stick or not. I'm glad, outside forces prevailed on this one and let me know, all right, NFL, we taking this stuff out of your hands. Y'all just trying to control everything. No, we taking this out of your hand. Y'all not controlling this one. Y'all not controlling this one. We're going to take this thing to the courts. So congratulations to Brian Flores on that. Hopefully we can get some discovery, because I can't wait to get to that news on and the nose on that. I can't wait to get to that scoop. Ooh, I can't wait till we get some discovery. Who knew what? Who was saying what at these organizations? We got the Texans. We got the Broncos. We got the Dolphins. Well, the Dolphins. That's a later separate situation. But we got the New York Giants. It's the NFL in its entirety. Man, this is gonna be good, but I I'm telling you right now, I cannot wait till that discovery come out. You gotta disclose that to the media. You gotta let somebody get their hands. Well, ain't no question. Somebody's gonna get their hands on it. I can't wait till they disclose it to the masses because somebody's definitely getting their hands on that discovery. Ain't no question because we can't wait to know. Oh, this coach know that. That owner knows that. This organization did this. This organization did that. And the culture will stay away from them guys. They will stay away from the teams. They may open themselves up to more lawsuits, depending on the verdict if it's in favor of Brian Flores, because just like the Deshaun Watson, everybody going to have their hand out. I'm not saying things, but some things may be true, some things may be not, but you're just going to see numbers just start pouring out. If Brian Flores wins this case, obviously it got to go through a process and get started. They just grant him, he's able to take it to take it there to the courts. This is going to be scary. This is going to be scary. But it's a lot going on in the NFL as it is, man. Ain't nothing else new. NFL just stirring up all types of controversy. Wanted to go back to NBA real quick. I've been neglected and remiss. Want to send my best wishes to the Ball family as a whole. Let me take that back. To the two Ball members of that's playing in the NBA. LaMelo Ball will be out for the season with right ankle surgery from injury on Monday. Excuse me. He was on social media yesterday after surgery. He had surgery yesterday on his right ankle. Obviously, he was in surgery, but seems like he's in good spirits and in good mood. Just wanted to be tapping in with some of his fans and stuff on Instagram Live. That's what he was doing last night, yesterday, even after recovering from the surgery. Also, college football looking to shorten length of games, citing safety concerns due to more games for the college football expansion just to come. So that's be good. I think they're going with accelerated clock and things like that, which is not necessarily accelerated clock, but instead of all the stop of the clock from dead balls and things of that nature, I think they're going to allow the clock to keep going for certain scenarios or whatever the case may be like that. But they're still trying to figure out in the time frame. I don't know if they're going to drop it from 15 minutes a quarter to 10 minutes a quarter to 14 minutes a quarter, 13 minutes a quarter. So they're just trying to figure out how they're going to cut some time, just because obviously it's probably going to be an extra game or two on the season if teams make it to the playoffs. Now, obviously, this don't really matter to the guys that just only playing the regular season games. Might not even get a bowl game because all the teams across the nation. So but they know the whole point of this is to get more teams into the college playoffs and stuff like that. But and realistically, it ain't like you're putting like almost half the league in there. So most of these, probably still 90% of the NCAA will be only playing the 13 game regular season. No bowl games. It'd probably be 5 and 7. 5 and 8, whatever. So. That's just that's what's going on, but I do like that the college football is just taking measures to help players' safety, and obviously this ain't going just because the quarters are shorter ain't going to have no effect on their stock in the draft, because they'll know what you'll be able to do in whatever time frame that you're out there to get you into if they want to draft you in their organization. So I commend them on that. I definitely commend the. College football is getting something right with, but now they obviously still trying to figure out all types of things regarding the NIL and just all maneuvering all that. They still got in the transport portals. They're doing things to make it better, but obviously they're going to clean some things up too as well. But I definitely appreciate their effort and intentions is there, so that's good. Going back to, I didn't even want to touch this really. I really did not even want to do this. I don't like this. I don't like stuff like this at all, because you deserve to get your behind beat for real. Like I don't care about the holding me back or nothing like that. And I'm not condoning violence, but when you do stuff like this to people, you deserve for somebody to put their hands on you, because no way you should be getting away with that. You got in the NHL, the hockey, Rangers, K'Andre Miller ejected and suspended 3 games. Only 3 games. Need to be suspended the rest of the season. He need to be suspended the rest of the season. Yeah, I said it. spitting on somebody's face, and I don't care if it's hockey or not. Kings, Drew, Doty, come on, man, like that ain't cool. Whole team should have got up on him. The whole team should have got up on him. I ain't going for that. I just ain't going for that. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't. You know, they was like that's crazy. Now that's definitely crazy. But you know, hockey, they just chalking it up, going to the next game. But I said, well, you know what? Washington Commanders release quarterback Carson Wentz, saves them $26 million. They should have been that. But I guess they had to make it wait till it was, convenient for them. But man, he's gonna be a backup from here on out. That's his career now. You know, hoping he get a shot. Knock on wood when somebody gets injured. I guess he just saying to see if. I guess he believes he still got it, but to let people know that I can still ball out here, because that's the only time he's gonna get an opportunity. He's not gonna beat nobody's job out in the off season. He's not. So I mean, he made plenty of good money as it is. He has a Super Bowl ring. No, he did not play. He was hurt. It is what it is. But he got a Super Bowl ring. He made plenty of good money, and he still could make the same amount of money that he made already playing another 15, 18 years being a backup. Might be able to play another 20 years being backup. So there's some money in there for him, and for the long haul. That's where you at with it. You would be somebody backup quarterback, what, 7-10 million? It might be even 8-11 million now. So they paying backups. You get some backups get the double digits. About 15, 14 or something like that. Hey, being backup and you're not playing the majority of the time, take it. So definitely stay away from the Steelers. Yeah, we don't need him. We don't need that over there. But I wanted to address Dan Snyder. He got some bank fraud alleged against him apparently. So they're trying to work all that out and figure all that stuff out with him. He's clearly selling the team. We understand that. He's clearly selling the team. Okay, we got it. I really didn't want to say nothing about this, but I just had to address it. I know what happened, over the weekend. But Jared Jackson dunked on Anthony Davis. I mean, it was so disrespectful. It was really disrespectful. Anthony Davis, you cannot be allowing that to happen. You're too big for that. Unacceptable. You need to stop that. Come on, man. Don't allow that stuff to happen. I didn't like that at all, one bit. And we lost that game too, so I didn't like that at all. It was just so disrespectful. I don't care about none of the blocks, just none of that. We lost 109, 121. I don't like none of that took place. And you let alley hoop and all that stuff. Come on, man. It was definitely embarrassing, and we're just gonna leave it at that. But we're moving forward. We're gonna be moving forward. Hopefully he shows up to play this weekend. The games is not back to back. You do got 2 games, 1 day break. Is that gonna be okay enough for you? Jeez, do you want to make the playoffs? Cause I don't see it. I don't see it. But that's why I can't wait. I'm gonna be paying attention closely tomorrow night. See what's going on. Seeing how he dominating. Seeing how you looking out there. Cause you gotta go get it. Gotta go out there and go get it. Buccaneers releasing running back Leonard Fournette. Simply, he asked for to be released because I came here to play the GOAT Tom Brady, and he's retired. He's no longer here. Y'all clearly not gonna be winning. Y'all releasing they're releasing their tight end Brady and things like that. Yeah, I think they only have one quarterback that's on the roster. I know obviously they're going to draft somebody, and they need to try to make a move. Move when free. You ain't hear no make a move, but their salary cap is all messed up. So I guess that's why they didn't try to talk to Derek Carr or try to see Aaron Rodgers. You got to try to just do something, the draft. But I guess they're just going to lean on the draft. But I don't see, I just don't see. Maybe they're just going to be in it for the long haul rebuild. Bucks is just rebuilding. They're not going to get no quick fix. I was trying to think of a way that they could just do a quick fix, but they not. So they're going to have to trade away those receivers. They're not going to want to be there for no rebuilding situation. I mean, obviously, you give them a contract extension. I mean, I know Godwin just got paid last year, but I'm saying you let them know, hey, y'all just ride it out. Well, we're gonna give y'all contract extensions when the contract's up, when the contract's going up anyway. So just ride it out into the sunset with us in Tampa. Maybe they do it like that. But wow. It's going to be real interesting to see where Leonard Fournette goes. I would not be mad to see him in a Steelers uniform. Now, we got multiple backs in the backfield. But yeah, we'll just get used to the tandem. I wouldn't be mad to see him in the backfield helping out him and Harris, Najee Harris, and our rookie too. This now we done put him all the way in the back burner for real. So no telling what's going on with that situation. But and then obviously the Cameron Hayward's brother, he's a tight end fullback. We'll be giving him the ball sometimes too. And then obviously we got our fullback T.J. Watt brother, Derek Watt. So I mean we definitely got a family affair going on over there. But so I know the running back room might be a little too tight for his Lakers. But I don't know how things are gonna shake up. But I mean, if he could be there, I won't be mad at him on my team. So, which Leonard Fournette, he got the Super Bowl ring and everything like that. He, made some good money in his career and things like that. He knows his career is not over with, but he wants to win. So hopefully he gets to a winning situation. And obviously he's gonna be he's a free agent now, so he's gonna be able to make whatever decision that he would like and what's best for him. Which is he did, the last 2 times he was out there on the street as a free agent. Steelers GM, I got to dress my team a little bit, says that he wants to keep Mitchell Trubisky for this year and beyond. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I'm not mad at it. I wish we could have gave him a little longer, leash to see, if he would be able to turn it around, because I just believe that he would. I believe he was a better thrower of the ball than Kenny Pickett, because I just, Kenny Pickett is a rookie. I didn't feel as though he was. And then obviously he had some good throws and he had some good moments and things like that. But I didn't feel, and then obviously his confidence level and in itself is going to come with this, the more experience next year and so on and so forth. That's going to come. But I didn't feel like he was confident in his throwing more so than Mitchell Trubisky. Now, I know Mitchell Trubisky was looking to play like almost mistake-free rather than Kenny Pickett playing loose, but just little things, how you maneuver as a quarterback and knowing the huddle, not even just saying like that, but not even about the huddle, but just controlling the game and just the little nuance, little different things that he was doing throughout the games, and not just when he was starting, when they brought him in and out of the starting lineup, back and forth. He did have his good moments and the hurry ups and catching the team off guard with the snap counts and just little nuances like that. But he definitely was worried about playing mistake free too much and making mistakes. So that was the biggest thing. But I wouldn't be mad at them competing again to see who's the best man, because I just didn't think that, I think he needed at least 2 more games before we make that decision. But even though he ended up playing with 2 more games, but not, keeping the job, and when he won those games. So, hey, I'm good with it. Still wouldn't be mad to try to bring another quarterback in to see. I know we're not going to sign somebody. I know we're not in a position to really draft nobody in the first round that's going to be effective. Or I can use a good defensive cornerback with that pick. We got three picks in the first 2 rounds. So we got 1 pick in the first round, 2 picks in the second round. I wouldn't be mad with a cornerback in my first pick. Or get the best man-to-man lockdown corner you could find, and preferably 6'2". Am I talking about Deion? Am I talking about primetime Deion? Can we go find somebody like him, please? I know he got the good boys over there in Colorado whipping them up, and he got the 2 top cornerbacks in the back-to-back years, but the recruits. But eventually, one of them need to make their way to the Steelers. We need a true, solid, lockdown, great quarterback. No disrespect to Levi Wallace. I'm gonna need to see you be healthy out there consistently on the field. something improving every year. He could be in number 2. I give him that. I give him respect. He could be number 2, but I need to lock down number 1. Good size on him. Good speed on him. So interested to see what we're going to do in the draft. I'll be so thankful we draft a cornerback, lockdown, defensive cornerback number 1. I'll be so appreciative. Now, I ain't gonna talk about this too much because we already made a vow and we already, we got this clearance solidified yesterday. Man, Big Des, we got the clearance solidified yesterday. We ain't gonna do no John Moran slander. So, ain't no John Moran slander on the Fresh Sports Show. Ain't no Russell Westbrook slander on the Fresh Sports Show. And ain't no Kobe Bryant slander on the Fresh Sports Show. So, we're gonna put Ja on the list. We're gonna put Ja on the list too. I respect for the, to my homie Big Des. So, now Ja Morant off the court. Allegations, all I'ma say, like I was explaining yesterday, just a little bit. Ja, do better. Be better. We know you're a businessman. Carry yourself accordingly. Your organization and to yourself. Because you're Ja Morant, the brand, there's something big. Move like it. Move accordingly. Be better. You're gonna be good. Continue to, doing your thing on the court, being great. Continue to having the fellas around, but just say, let everybody be better. Just want everybody to be better. That's all. But yeah, shout out to Ja Morant and Mrs. Grizzly. They doing their thing. Yeah, they looking real good. They usually look good, but just want to see them doing something in the playoffs. So, and can't wait to see the Grizzlies, see what they do in the playoffs, see if they can make a run or not. See if they're gonna grow up and shatter through. So, UFC heavyweight fight: Jon Jones versus Cyril Gaines. This Saturday, Jon Jones moving up to the heavyweight and dominating the lightweight division. The light heavyweight division the whole time. I don't like the way it looks. Yeah, he got the 20+ pounds on him. I don't like the way it looks. Definitely look pudgy like, but obviously he needed to gain the weight, and the trainers and everybody's explaining that it is muscle weight, even though he got the belly, but excuse me, but it is muscle. The weight, gain 20+ pounds to move up, and the weight, I believe it's like 23 pounds if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot. And then it's still supposed to be having your quickness. It's not like you're just moving up and trying to be slower. You still want to move up in weight and still have your quickness and your speed. So it's gonna be real interesting. I can't wait to see how he moves around with the new weight. Obviously we see how that turned out for in boxing with Wilder. Obviously he's put on a couple more extra weight and obviously made it more tired on top of the uniform to get up his costume gear that he was wearing to the ring, but he just had a whole bunch of extra weight on them, and then that just made him more exhausted. So can't wait to see what Jon Jones do in the UFC. Obviously, personally, I think he's the GOAT in the MMA, the UFC. Yeah, we understand all the allegations that's brought up against him. But I just think, pound for pound, ain't no question. Like he gonna break anybody apart, and it just ain't no question. You can say he's on steroids or not. You can say he's on the coke or not, or whatever he's on, or wherever the case may be. He had plenty of fights that was clean. He had plenty of fights that he passed whatever drug test that he had to pass, whatever, So obviously, he got disqualified for fights, got losses on his record for the failing the drug test and things like that. But obviously, plenty of fights that he was good out there and he was dominating. So Jon Jones is my guy, the GOAT in the UFC game. So I can't wait to see what he do this Saturday. Also, Georgia defensive end Jalen Carter returns to the NFL draft, earlier today, and after posting bail less than 20 minutes after he turned himself in. I was just scrambling. Like, man, they got some great lawyers. They got everything situated and worked out before everything was already worked out before he got in there. He probably just had to go in there, just do the fingerprints, boom, 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 and got it. Everything was probably already took care, which is crazy because. I'm pretty sure in normal circumstances, you're not just going in, in and out. Even if you turn yourself in and you coming right out, everything's, bells paid up for it or anything like that. I don't think that process is. It seemed like if that. Now I know it was late at night, so it was 11:30 something, and then he got out right before 11:50 p.m. So maybe he just happened to be the only one particularly entered going through the process at that particular time. Because I'm saying, man, he was in and out of that thing and back. And then back in Indianapolis, jeez. NBA recap that I wanted to get. Also, before I get into the NBA recap, at the NFL draft, the combine, they going to be drilling him with the questions about that. You know that. I mean, he understands that, so I'm pretty sure he's prepped and ready to go to answer all that stuff. But he knows they're going to be bringing it up to him, big time. Now, I want to do the recap of the games yesterday before we get on out of here. Kevin Durant first game back from the injury, and also it was his first game playing with his new teammates. 105-91, Suns won over the Hornets. They was in Charlotte yesterday. Kevin Durant, 27 minutes, 10 for 15 from the field goal, 2 from 4 from the 3, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 23 points. Kevin Durant is doing Kevin Durant things, doing what he do as KD. DeAndre Ayton, 7-10 for field goal, 16 rebounds, 4 assists like that, 16 points. DeAndre Ayton, you let me know. And the block, yeah, you gonna be doing your thing, doing stuff like that. That's one of the numbers, because KD's going off for 20-something, maybe because you 30-something. So you bring numbers like that, 16 and 16 every night, block and assists, you be good. Devin Booker, 15 for 26, 3 for 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 37 points. Okay. You see what I'm going here? Now let's talk about where's CP3 at? 1 from 8 from the field goal? 0 from 4 from 3? He went 0 for 2 rebounds, 11 assists. We always loved 11 assists, but you only got 2 points on it? See, this is stuff I'm talking about. Chris Paul, man, he's done. He's washed. He knows his mind's great. He knows how to play the game of basketball. He's going to get you assists. But him being a scoring threat, he's not getting the job. He's not getting buckets. He's not getting buckets. 0 for 4 from 3? Man, Chris Paul was a great three-point shooter, for real. And 1 for 8 from the field goal. And stuff like this been going on all season long. I thought it was going to be, I know it was 20-something games after the break, but I thought it was at least going to be better after the break. Because he had performances like this all year long. He's done, son. I'm like, this it's ridiculous. But he got good, great players around him. So that'd be the balance, and they shouldn't have to worry about him scoring too much. But man, I'll tell you, if they ever get a pickle, if they need him to be effective on the scoring end, it's gonna be tough in the playoffs. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be interesting with the matches, because he's gonna hurt the Suns. I'm telling you, he's gonna hurt the Suns. I know I need to see more. Still need to see more out of Devin Booker, but Chris Paul is going to hurt the Suns with performances like that on the offensive side, scoring-wise. Kelly Oubre for the Hornets, he had 26 points, 9 rebounds. Terry Rozier had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And Hayward had 15 points, 4 assists. Bulls 117-115 over the Pistons. Celtics 117-113 over the Cavaliers. 76ers 119-96 over the Heat. Knicks 142-118 over the Nets. Grizzlies 113-99 over the Rockets. Bucks 139-117 over the Magic. And the Pelicans 121-110 over the Trailblazers. Now, obviously, we got some games today going on. Raptors versus the Wizards. I'm going to go ahead and take the Raptors to get that. You got 76ers at the Mavericks. I'm going with the 76ers going against the 2 guards up there, Luka and Kyrie, not playing no defense. I'm going to pick the Sixers to go ahead and grab that W. Pacers at the Spurs. Spurs is 15-47. I'm going to go ahead and go pick the Pacers on that one. And then we got the Clippers tonight against the Warriors. I need my man Russ to get a W, so I'm going to go cheer for my man to get a W. Russ and the Clippers going to get a W tonight against the Warriors. How about that? So that's where I'm at with that. Now we about to get on bound here. A couple 2 minutes before we close out this Fresh Sports Show, and just want to thank for everybody for tuning in. Again, before I get out here, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors. You need fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand. And also, you need the bakery, go to Diner Delights. And also, again, big thank you to all the ladies that I had on as special guests for the Fresh Bar Sports Show. And we continue to prosper and continue to getting better. We just working at it every day. We just gonna continue to get better. I'm not playing around. 2023 and beyond, like I said from the get-go, from the beginning, I ain't playing around this Fresh Bar Sports Show. We're just gonna continue to go up, continue to take it there. Also, thank you again, Sports Shooting Stars. Shout out, thank you for everything. 280 plus, the OG GOAT in the game. Los, thank you for everything. And what can I say? We're gonna let this cook, let it marinate, let it bubble up. Appreciate you guys. Next Thursday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Local Community Access Channel, Fresh Bar Sports Show. Also, April 15th, you already see it up there. April 15th, come to the Fresh Bar Sports Show live audience show, Biting Ground Gym, 5 p.m. Pull up. It's gonna be beautiful out there. And shout out to York High tonight against the game against the Wilson. Good luck on that. Central won. They made it to states. Hopefully York High. Central York won, made it to states. Hopefully York High can win tonight and join them. So good luck to my guys out there. Make sure y'all tap in with the Fresh Bar Sports Show on the social media pages and the Apple Podcasts and the Spotify, the YouTube channel, and the Instagram page. So you can follow on my platforms. Yeah, I was just talking and talking.
Yeah.